Right. Well, because you also played Spike Lee.
I played Spike Lee.
Who did not appreciate your portrayal. Because you ran into him at one point.
Yeah, I ran into him in Brooklyn.
And he was like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
What
did he say? I think he said he didn't like white writers making fun of black people.
Right. He great sketch. You know, joy, what? Joy, what? Joy, what? Joy, what? Come here. So, you know, Spike was hot, man. Spike had movies. Spike
Do the Right Thing was out.
Oh, man, you were in New York, with Ed and Dre. I mean, it was like he was Mars Blackman. He had tennis shoes. He was the man. He's got
doing Jordan commercials.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing Jordan commercials. He got 40 Acres and a Mule up in Brooklyn. He's got his own film company. He's doing the Black College thing, Mm-hmm. And I'm into it. Everybody's into it. I got his jacket. I got his hat. I'm up in Brooklyn. I'm at his store, and I'm like, yo, and I'm into him. I auditioned for School Days before he Living Color.
Oh, okay.
I took the subway from DC to try to get that job, and I didn't get it, but that's cool. And so I go to his store and I'm getting me some gear, I'm getting me some 40 Acres in the Mule and all this. I got my hat, I'm coming from the store with the joint, and I see him walking. And I'm like, oh my God, that's Spike Lee walking right there, Oh my God, right? I remember seeing a movie poster of She Gotta Have It in DC and going, what is this coming? Because I'd never seen anything like that, right?
Uh-huh.
I've seen B-boy gear and hip-hop gear because I grew up in New York City and D.C., but I never saw it on the movie poster. What is this, right? So I'm finally meeting this dude, right? And he's walking by me. I said, what's up, Spike, man? How you doing, man? I'm Tommy Davis. That dude said, man, I know who you are. I was like, oh, okay. I was a little happy, right? He said, yeah, those writers, those white writers of yours wouldn't let us talk about their leaders like that. And I was like, actually, I agree, but I ain't one of the writers. I'm just on the show. And he said, that's all I got to say. And he walked away. So I'm like,
crushed.
Yeah, I'm kind of a rumblefish. I was like, if I turned around right now, I could probably catch him in that part of his back. You know what I mean? With my right foot, you know what I mean? Right at the base of the hip, you know what I mean? Where you can force someone, where if you hit it hard enough, you ain't got to kick it. All you got to do is kind of like hit it and then spring it. You know what I mean? And then and that spring forces them onto their stomach like they're going in the home plate. So I almost did the back, the bottom of the back flex push that'll force him into that. You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, man, let that boy go. And so it's not really a kick. It's like a spring. You're like, okay, is that right? And they go, oh, it's like you're sliding home. You know what I mean? But on concrete. Right. So I ain't do that. I was like, man, go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you go. But I saw him years later, because it did affect me. But I ain't do the flex kick. I'm trying to learn, right? You can't be going around doing all that stuff all the time, right? So if somebody hurt your feelings or whatever. So I saw him and I was doing, you remember the show Rock?
Yeah.
I was doing a live version of that. It was a live in front of TV.
Uh-huh.
Can't make no mistakes. It was like Broadway. And he was there. So I took him outside. And I said, man, I was up in Brooklyn, man. You really hurt my feelings. I told him what happened. He's like, oh, man. My bad. And we talked, and then we've been friends.
Nice.
I ended up doing Bamboozled and, all of that.
Yeah.
But I still, if I wanted to.
You still could have did the kick.
If I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He littler than me, too. I could probably, and he'd be gone. You know what I mean? Plus, he kind of walk a little bit like that anyway. It'll catch the momentum, and he'll be gone. Something like that could kill him, because he'll, like,